They say the Exiled Lands are a melting pot of fallen civilizations, but while others seek to rebuild the stone towers of Acheron or the marble halls of Aquilonia, there is a culture that scorns the very idea of civilization. Welcome back to Neptunesfury Gaming. Today, we're trading the cold stone and mortar of the city builders for the primal, soaring canopy of the Sipta redwoods. We are heading deep into the eastern wilderness to embrace a unique building structure. The Picts aren't just another tribe. They are the ancient, primal heartbeat of the Hyborian Age. In Conan Exiles, when you pick up a piece of the Pictish building set, whether it's the classic DLC or the new Pictish Perch set, you aren't just placing wood and bone. You are making a statement. You are saying that you belong to the wild. Today, we're ascending into the canopy to build a Pictish High Perch, a guerrilla stronghold dedicated to the beast god Jebel Sog. To truly embody the spirit of the Pictish tribes, you need more than just a location, you need the right tools. The Savage Frontier Pack is your foundation here, providing the essential weapons, armors, and pet skins required to strip away the civilized look of the Exiled Lands. However, for this specific build, we're moving away from the standard frontier walls. Our focus today is entirely on the Pictish Perch. Don't overlook your basic materials either. The rough texture of thatch roofing and the weathered look of flotsam pieces complement this aesthetic perfectly, keeping the structure feeling primitive and grounded. Place your workstations on your elevated platforms and in your small huts. Remember, your village needs to be functional, even though this village is elevated among the mighty redwoods. Now, if you would like to expand your domain over the wilderness, let's build a small hut on a nearby tree. I started by placing these ceilings to bridge the gap over to the specific tree I've chosen for the build. This acts as a perfect temporary guide for aligning your bridge pieces, or a horizontal elevator later on. Once you've reached the trunk, it's time to set your anchor. For a small hut build like this one, you really only need a single treehouse foundation to keep the whole structure stable. Now, if you look underneath the platform, it can look a bit unrealistic if it's just hovering there. To fix that, I took some roofing pieces and inverted them. It gives the illusion of structural support, making it look like the platform is actually braced against the tree rather than just floating in midair. Next up are the walls. I started with the simple wall, but I eventually swapped a few of these out for window pieces to break up the monotony of the hut. When you get to the roof, you can really give the hut some unique character. Instead of bringing the peak to a standard close, I like to flip the roof pieces in the very center. It creates a jagged, tiered look, almost like a pineapple, that really fits the savage, primitive style we're going for. Once the roof is secured, run your Pictish fence pieces all the way around the platform edge to finish it off. Now that the main structure is done, you can officially place your permanent bridge, or that horizontal elevator for easy access. Finally, we get to the decorating. To stay true to the lore, you've got to lean heavily into the furs and bones. You want this space to feel cluttered and lived in, like a hunter's retreat, not a clean showroom. Don't forget to add a pet for some company, or one of my new favorite pieces, the decorative owl perch. It adds that perfect final touch to the wild aesthetic. Now we can take a look at the center of this elevated village. The Great Hut. This is the heart of the tribe, part council chamber, part shrine. From here the chieftain commands the tribe and rules over the vast wilderness. The large statue dedicated to Jebel Sog directly behind the throne signifies the Pictish authority. Inside, we lean heavily into the tribal aesthetic. See the fur seating and hunting trophies lining the walls. Everywhere you look, there are trophies of the hunt, beast skulls and furs covering the floor to complete that tribal, savage look. A Pictish village is more than a shelter. It is a monument to your kills and a testament to your dominance over the wild. To truly establish Pictish rule in the Exiled Lands, I encourage you to drench your builds in Primal Decor. Layer the furs, stack the hunting trophies, and let the bones of your enemies tell the tale. Use tribal wall paints to turn every blank surface into a chronicle of your tribe's legacy. Finally, breathe life into your stronghold with tamed beasts. Let your predators stand as silent sentinels of your power. For that extra touch of savagery, borrow from the Darfari aesthetic. Hanging bone wind chimes and placing Darfari cages around your elevated village adds a layer of dread that fits the Pictish lore. A Pictish village is more than a collection of shelters. It's a living monument to your dominance. In this world, if you don't mark your territory, you lose it. Every skull you mount and every skin you lay out is a chapter in your legacy, reminding the Exiled Lands that you aren't just a resident. You are the apex predator. When the sun dips below the horizon, the high perch becomes a glowing signal of power over the lands of civilization. Lit only by the orange glow of torches, it's a reminder that the wild always reclaims its own. If you're ready to trade your stone walls for the open sky, the forest is waiting. Build with ferocity, build with purpose, and let the civilized world tremble at what watches from above. Until next time, this is Neptunesfury Gaming. Don't stop at the redwoods. If you want to master the diverse cultures of the Exiled Lands, explore my other build showcases to take your creativity to the next level.